Hi guys. Exercising. Wow, I got another story for y'all. So, here's my another story. Well, and here's the thing. People think just cause we're disabled adults, we don't have the right to ask for help. Like people want to be like, "Oh, well you're this age, so you should do this yourself," and blah blah blah. First of all, yes, we can do certain things ourselves, but sometimes certain things we still need help with. Because I don't see why people make a big deal about you asking for help because that's you being a baby. No. If somebody offers to help you, let them help you. Don't be like, no, let her do it. She a grown adult. She can figure it out herself. Like, why? Why? Just because we're grown doesn't mean we don't need help. Doesn't mean we don't need assistance when we're cooking, when we're cleaning, anything. Yes, we can do certain things ourselves, but at the end of the day, as a person, a part of the disabled community, all of us are gonna need help at the end of the day. All of us. Non-disabled people still need help, and they get treated better than us disabled people. And I hate to say it, but I feel like it's the truth. I'm not telling you to hold my hand every 10 seconds, blah, blah, blah. No. Because everybody knows I can walk. But if people offer to help me, I'm gonna let them help me. I'm not gonna be like, no, I got this. If you want to help. Shit. I appreciate the help. Now, unless I really need it, I will say something. But I'm not gonna expect somebody to help me. But, when it comes to certain things, like helping somebody with their suitcase, like doing stuff like that, and then you won't be like, no, you do it. You can figure it out. No, why don't you help? Why don't you help? Oh, because I'm this age, so I shouldn't be asking for help. No, I was always taught to appreciate the help because one day you never know. Do I help? Do I help people? Yes, I do. I help people the best way I can, the best of my ability. But I'm not going to sit there and downplay somebody because they need help. And that's another thing. When it comes to cooking and cleaning, and when it comes to the cleaning part, people clean the best way that they can. People don't clean the same. People don't cook the same. A lot of people cook and clean differently. And that's what a lot of people don't understand now is because they're too busy comparing and trying to be better than other people about what they can and cannot do for themselves. That's another thing. Stop comparing ourselves to other people. Just because you cut the grass, just because you clean the windows. Okay? Everybody don't clean perfectly. Or if you want things a certain way, you fucking do it. You fucking do it. They're gonna do it the best way they can, the best of their ability, the best way they can try. Okay, yes, I can see like if they're not trying and you're trying to teach them. Okay, I get that. But at the end of the day, if you want to sit there and try to compare them and try to be better than anybody, why are you trying to be better than anybody? Why? Why are you trying to be better? Because last time I checked, we're not in competition with no fucking body. No, we are not in competition with nobody at all. Nobody at all. And yes, in ways I'm very independent, but in ways I also need help sometimes. Yes, I can pretty much do everything, but if I'm struggling with something, I will go and ask for help. Last time I checked, I'm not a baby. Last time I checked, I'm a full-grown woman. But I appreciate the help. Because that's how I was raised, to always appreciate the help. Even if I don't want the help, I always appreciate it. Yeah. Always appreciate the help because you never know. One day you might need somebody and they ain't gonna want to help you because they They're gonna be like, well, you didn't really help me a lot. But you want to sit there and judge and talk yo shit. But the minute you need somebody else's help, you expect them to drop everything and help you. But you can't help them. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. People clean the best way they can. The best way. And I do the best way I can. Because, in case y'all haven't noticed, my cerebral palsy is not only in my feet, but it's also in my hands, just as well. Yes, my hands don't really affect it, but it's in my hands a little bit, you know? And sometimes I'm not fully balanced all the time to do that. But that doesn't make me a bad person. And sometimes, even when I'm cooking, if I cook on the stove, I'd rather have somebody in the kitchen watching me. But I can cook in the microwave, I can cook in the air fryer, I can do all that. I can do all that. I can make a sandwich, I can do all that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, people are always going to need help. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. But for people to sit there and be like, no, why do you help her? She's an adult. Why do you do everything for her? No, like blah, blah, blah. People do stuff for you out of love, out of caring. Not out of love, but out of caring. Out of the kindness of their heart. And then it's like, oh, you trying to make them go fully backwards. No, it's not. If somebody's standing over you and watching you do something, that's not making you go backwards. It's not. Making you go backwards is just taking over and doing everything. But it depends if it's all the time or if it's not all the time. Because for me, it's not all the time. I do what I need to do. And that's it. That's not treating me like a baby. That's just somebody doing it for me out of caring. That's all it is. And a lot of people want to take that the wrong way. Even when it comes to me reading certain things that I know, like, I can do it, but certain words I can't pronounce or I struggle with. And, you know, and like you're sitting there yelling at me, telling me to read it, like, nigga, like, I'd rather have somebody help me. I mean, like, there's ways, and you're gonna be like, oh, well, we fucking hate when she asks for help and all this other shit. Like, oh, I expect it. No, I don't. Because that's one thing about me. If you tell me you're gonna help me and then turn around and don't do it, that's when I get mad. And that's what a lot of people will take for granted. Because I'll ask them to help me, they'll say yes, and then they won't do it. That's what makes me mad. So, yeah.